Play series. We are still here in Western Skyrim, still questing around, but we're quickly coming to the end of it, so let's keep going. We're continuing with the Male Moth Mysterio. Alright. Alright. Getting close here. Oh, this is interesting.
This puzzle seems easy enough. It's just a matter of simple deduction. Aha! I have it. Observe!
So that's a no.
No. I used that one to illustrate the consequences of hasty choices. Remember? Oh, had you going there for a moment, didn't I? I just wanted to illustrate the perils of overconfidence, a critical lesson for dashing heroes like us. Now, feel free to solve the puzzle. I'll observe from over here. Of course I do.
Damn it.
A clue? Very well. Read the riddle. Only one of these doors is correct. Am I? Or is the riddle to you? Better of my assistance. Try again.
Dude, you should shut up, because you didn't do well either.
Wait, another scroll? Oh, by the 3. If this isn't the last one, I quit. What did this note say? He asked, expecting a ludicrous response.
Yeah, this is a lengthy quest.
Beck be praised! In all my years of study and adventure, I have never faced a more frustrating foe than this idiot male moth. And he's dead. Can you even imagine how insufferable he must have been while he was alive? Mercifully, I believe you're right. Naturally, parting company with me will be difficult, but you'll muddle through somehow. Come on, assistant. Let's bring this farce to a close, shall we? The Mysterium awaits. Onward! Phew. Hardly the majestic retreat I was expecting. Wait, look there. Another door.
Meddlesome miscreants inside the Mysterium! Oh, take this!
Is that a key on the pedestal? Snatch it up, quick! Good. Now, let's finally get a look at Mailmoth's mysteries. At last! Mailmoth's... Wait! What is all this? This isn't treasure! This is junk! Damn that addle-brained wizard! It's just another trick. One last riddle, assistant. One final test. Then we will reap the rewards. So, tell me, what did Mailmoth's tome reveal? Of course! How could I have missed such an exquisite antiquity? Granted, most of these items are worthless trinkets and oddities, but with some modest poetic license, I could turn that bottle into something truly extraordinary for my readers. A testament to its value, no doubt. Now, a less experienced historian might be troubled by the comically threatening X on the floor, but we know better. Mailmoth would only place such a symbol to confuse us, right? Right. Well, yes, of course it would trigger another illusion. I knew that. You passed the test, assistant. Superb reasoning. And now we let the grim resignation set in. Oh, by the three, what a waste of time. Now I will do what I always do in situations like this. Hyperbolize. With some clever prose and a few creative liberties, I can spin this into a yarn worthy of Narcissus Dren. As for you... What? Your mistakes? No, you won't...
Long load time, yep.
The Mailmoth Durian. You brought Mailmoth's journal back? Good. I assume that the Mad Mage's ramblings did not lead you and your greedy dark elf friend to any fabled treasures. People often forget to return guild property. What a welcome surprise. And even better, you didn't bring that shifty mudmouth with you. It brings me no small measure of joy to know he found nothing. Take this. News like this is worth every drake. I simply
Another one
cannot
down.
wait to throw...
The Pale Man.
You're back. Wasn't certain I'd see you again. Well, have you talked to Eifja and Hauptred? Along the northern coast, you say? Yes, that might narrow it down. Here, follow me inside. Ever since it took my brother, I've tracked Pale Man sightings across Skyrim. See on this map? Yes, there and there. For years I have tracked the location of every Pale Man attack. Each one brought me closer to its lair. These last two confirm it. The Pale Man must be on the northern coast between Dragon Bridge and Solitude. It won't escape me again. A decade ago, I tracked down a cave where the Pale Man brought its kills. For days I waited. Eventually, I left to replenish supplies. When I returned, I saw loose rocks and an empty crawl space. The damn thing had watched me the whole time. It only attacks the unsuspecting or vulnerable, and I was armed to the teeth. It's no mere beast. It's smart, cunning. But I have an idea on how we draw it out. Bait of an unusual variety. Would you be willing to help out? Gods, no! I'm not willing to lose the only helpful person I've met in a decade. I need you to collect the ingredients and bring them to me on the northern... The Pale Man likes to...
You gotta be shitting me. Okay, nope, they're just respawning at this point, so...
This must be the Pale Man's cave. See the bones? Wolves don't make patterns like this. And I have seen this before. At its old lair. A location this remote is perfect to grab folks who are alone. Told you it was clever. Did you get the draw? You assemble them into a body that tempts the Pale Man. Take these sharp bones, jam them into the torso. Then stick the arms, legs, and head onto them. Gruesome work, but it should hold. Pour on the... Found a... Is this... Was it in there? Were you able to kill it? What happened in there? Then it's over. Shaw's bones, it's over. After so many years, that thing is really dead. I don't know how I can thank you. I lost everything and was ready to give it all up. But now, finally, justice. I don't... Wait. That ring. It can't be. It's Drendek's signet ring. Our mother gave it to him shortly before our hunting trip. This must be... You've done more than enough for a broken old man. I'd like to see the faces of everyone when I tell them. It'll take a while with this limp, but I've got something to live for now. All I can offer you is this. Thank you.
All right. So we're down to the main quest now. Alright, so let's get this started.
Didn't I send you to Solitude? This place isn't safe. The Ice Reach Coven performed a ritual and summoned one of those Hero Storms. Now Kilcreath Temple is crawling with Hero Fiends.
Okay.
Didn't I send you? I'm sorry, but you're too late. The Coven unleashed their unnatural Hero Storm, and now the entire area is overrun by vampires and Hero Fiends. Still, meeting you again is fortuitous. We worked well together before, and I could use your help. We're looking for the same thing, my friend. I want to learn more about the ritual they performed here. With any luck, that investigation will turn up evidence you can bring to the Queen. At the very least, we might figure out their next move. I could use your help to examine the strange pikes erected around the temple. Hero Fiends and vampires roam the area, making it difficult to get close. Hence the need for your assistance. You see, I'm not that confident in my combat prowess. The Ice Reach Coven performed a ritual that unleashed a Hero Storm on the temple. It struck without warning and evaporated as quickly as it began. But in its wake, it left behind Hero Fiends. Innocent priests and pilgrims transformed into monsters. That's what I heard the Ice Reach Coven call the storm that struck Kilcreath Temple. It's magical in nature. The result of some sort of ritual performed by the witches. I'm still investigating, but I think the Hero Fiends are a byproduct of the storm.
Alright. So this is what we first started off with way back in episode 1. This is the guy who was in the prison cell with us. We're basically finally continuing that storyline. Finally, so let's get right into it.
An alchemical residue. That should prove useful. It's depleted. Just ordinary sticks and rope now. Interesting. Can you feel the lingering energy? That's Daedric, if I'm not mistaken. These depleted witch pikes expended a lot of power to summon the Hero Storm. Now they're just ordinary sticks, but even in this state, they tell us much about the ritual that flowed through them. I'm sure now that the pikes play a significant role as focal points for the storm ritual. The prepared pikes are depleted as the ritual runs its course, but I sensed lingering energy, including a Daedric taint. And it's the remains of an alchemical poultice that was spread over the pikes. Smells like rotting fungus, doesn't it? With a little study, I should be able to identify each ingredient in its makeup. Then I can begin to understand the ritual. One other thing I want to check first. I noticed the pilgrims leading a cart away from the temple right before the storm hit. Coven members could have tried to slip away among the innocents. The cart should be along the road south of the temple. Strange. They're alive but unresponsive. Check the crates and see if they contain the smuggled items. Did you find anything of interest in the crate? I can't believe anyone knowingly involved would have let themselves be exposed to the storm. Perhaps the pilgrims were tricked into transporting the crate. Or maybe it was slipped into their cart. Yes, of course. Though I fear what we may find there. The temple was clearly at the center of the storm. Regardless, there's still a lot we don't know about the effects of this ritual. Observing the target area could offer new insights. These are temple priests and pilgrims. It seems the storm killed them. I'll need to perform more tests. But from what we've seen, I believe the storm affects mortals in 3 distinct ways. It kills them, transforms them into harrow fiends, or leaves them mindless. I suppose I'd say it harrowed those poor pilgrims. I want to learn more about the ritual, and how it produces the harrow storms. And I need to confirm my theories about the storm's effects. I'll start by examining the residue from the witch pike to identify the components used to power the ritual. My alchemical equipment. It's extreme.
That's close. Looks like I made it back just in time. This place is crawling with vampires, and that one was about to make a meal out of you. House Ravenwatch. I've heard of them, but he's a long way from Rivenspire. Well, if you're willing to trust a vampire, I suppose I can too. I spotted a coven witch. If we hurry, we might be able to catch her. On the cliff overlooking the temple. Calls herself Sister Embrit. I was going to rush her, but I wanted to make sure you hadn't run afoul of any of these monsters first. No offense, Fen. Come on. If we're lucky, the witch is still up there.
Perhaps I could question the witch before you introduce her to your impressive axe blade?
Seems the ritual needs refinement.
Kill her before she can summon another storm.
Women sacrifices. How nice.
Sacrifice! I'd rather give you my axe, witch.
I hoped you could take her prisoner. No matter. I found something. This way?
Go with your vampire friend. I'm gonna look around here.
Do you see? These are the same as the urns smuggled from Bankarai. They didn't just shatter, they exploded. I can sense traces of magicka clinging to the shards that match the energy used in the storm ritual. These other fragments, though. All this rubble scattered around didn't just come from these urns. The texture and patterns are different. They appear to have used the funerary dust in the urns to summon the harrow storms. But I'm not sure what was inside the larger vessels. Look at the shape of the fragments. They come from a hollow receptacle of some sort. Something at least as tall as you. Perhaps larger. Just another piece of the puzzle. Maybe when I analyze the witch pike residue, an answer will suggest itself. Thank you, but no. I try to avoid large population centers. Regeneration. You understand. I'll find someplace nearby, but out of the way where I can set up my equipment and work undisturbed. I'll send word when I have something to report. I met a clever woman who lived...
So, what did your vampire friend discover? Reach witches summoning magical storms to create feral... So, Reach witches summoning magical storms to create feral vampires? That's horrible, but to what purpose? Well, that's the next puzzle to solve. First, we need to get this information to the Queen. Here. This was for Brondel, but it's yours now. Queen Gerhild needs to hear what we discovered at Kilcreath Temple. Hopefully that will be enough for her to get us an audience with High King Spargrim. The Queen seemed reasonable. She'll believe us. As for Spargrim, who can tell? I haven't met the man, but everything I've heard describes him as prideful, arrogant, and hard-headed. Even with the Queen's help, there's no guarantee. I'd like to knock down the palace door, grab him by the throat, and shake him until he listens. That would probably start a war, though, and Yoren specifically asked me to avoid that. For now, let's bring our evidence to Queen Gerhild. If there's anything else we need to discuss, let's get it.
Alright.
If there's anything else we need to discuss, let's get it out of the way now. Hey, you and Fenorian came to that conclusion, not me. Still, it makes as much sense as anything. As to why, I have no idea. Its connection to vampires, though, that's troubling. We should keep Fen away until we get into Spargrim's good graces. A clever woman? Out here? Nords are extremely distrustful of magic, especially Nords from Western Skyrim. I'm surprised the people of Morthal tolerate her presence. If anyone can help Fen figure out the Coven's ritual, though, it would be her. Our priority remains getting an audience with High King Spargrim. We need to convince him that the Ice Reach Coven is a threat to his kingdom, and get him to help us stop them. Let's return to Solitude and present our findings.
Alright, back to Solitude. We are going to end the video here, so if you guys did like this, please drop a like down below, subscribe, and in the next one, we will continue on with the main quest of Greymoor. So, I'll see you guys.